It's because it's not really an advice with you guys.
What is it?
It's like a demand. Like, you're telling me to do it. Like, you have to do this.
The only time that parents are able to make the most impact in their kids is from, birth to 7 years old. And then from 8 to literally 18 is their friends. Preparation is 50% of the battle. That's what they say in business and sports.
Obviously, now that I think about it, I did not have that much to do in middle school. So it should have been best to start in middle school, guys.
We always say, I told you so. Aren't you tired of that?
Welcome to Parenting Untapped by Ali Talks. Join my father and I as we dive into the mind of a teenager and discover what it takes to build a strong, effective relationship with your teen.
Welcome back to another episode of Parenting Untapped. I'm Ali, your host, and this is my father, Tony, your co-host. So today we're going to go into why teens listen to their friends more than they do their parents. And this is something that I probably do a lot.
A lot. Yeah, I want to know. What is it about our voice and our advices that you tend to not take seriously until either it's too late or one of your friends or, you guys start doing it together?
Okay. It's because it's not really an advice with you guys.
What is it?
It's like a demand. Like, you're telling me to do it. Like, you have to do this.
Really?
Yes. It's not an advice. Trust me.
So
Or
you're
it's
telling
like-
me it sounds like we want to tell you to do something because it makes us feel very good inside.
Okay,
just
I
tell you
never
to do
said it
it.
was for you guys. Like, obviously it's for us, but I feel like sometimes I think maybe it's the way you approach it and the way you sound when you're like telling us to do it.
How do we sound? Can you reenact it for us?
It's like you come you come to me and you're like, Alyssa, you got to do your SATs.
Yeah.
You got to. It's a demand.
No, I'm pretty sure we said, hey, honey, you should start, getting on it because it's going to be quick. It's going to be right around the corner. And then you're going
Right around the corner? They mean middle school. I was in middle school.
Your mom wanted you to start in elementary, matter of fact.
Okay, that's even crazier.
So,
Not helping the case.
I don't know. What is it? It's 8th grade? I think that's a decent time
It's like
to start.
7th, 8th grade, yeah.
I think that's a
They got me-
decent time to start preparing for something that important, right?
I mean, a lot of like the math materials that you learn is through your high school courses.
Okay,
It's like,
but what about the vocabulary, which is probably one of the, parts that most
It's hard.
people struggle because it's about building your vocabulary and the contents and
no, I agree. The vocabulary is really hard, but I feel like as I'm like studying for it now, I learned like the vocabulary does not help. Like, they brought me like this 500 word Princeton review vocabulary. It is more about like the
How do you know it doesn't help? You haven't even done it.
It's more about the context. Like, no, because I watched like Khan's Academy video and like tips video, and like they said like it's more about like the context in which you're reading it.
Yeah, but
So
then the more you
you're never
practice,
you're never gonna know every word in the dictionary.
you won't know everyone, but then the more you read books, the more flashcards of vocabulary you practice, and you put it into use into your daily vocabulary.
Sure, it's good for like daily
it becomes,
learning.
second nature. And then when you read these passages, all of a sudden it's like, oh, I know exactly what they're talking about. You're not like, oh, what does that mean? But yeah, I mean, I think it's good to be able to understand that, okay, I have something very important coming up in 3 years from now.
I did not know it was going to be coming up in 3 years.
Dude, you people do it what, junior year or senior?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's about 3
that's
years.
4 to 5 years ahead.
Oh my goodness, man. This girl doesn't believe in preparation. I mean, look at you now.
Preparation.
I mean, now all of a sudden, you and your friends got together and you guys feel like you guys need to do it. And it sounds like you guys are all stressed out because you guys are trying to carve in an hour a day to do it.
That's because we probably should start like freshman, sophomore year.
Okay, yeah. Freshman is like 1 year after when we told you to do it.
Okay.
So 1 year made that big of a difference.
It does.
But you see, you said now that you're reflecting, you're like, I should have probably done it in freshman year.
Probably because like with the heavy load of classes now, it's really hard to manage.
Regardless if you think we were way too far in advance or not, I mean, it was probably a good call to an extent. Maybe,
There's no doubt about
I don't think
that.
we're expecting you to, like really put together a crazy, study program for it, but we're just talking about, hey, understand it, look into it, what is it gonna, what do you need to be exposed to, and start doing some things, little by little so that, when it comes, it's not like you're looking at it for the very first time and you're trying to figure out what is needed, right? I think it's, you can't tell me if you had started in 8th grade watching Khan's Academy and what is expected, it is not going to help you. It probably would.
Probably, but we never know. I mean, I feel like the best way to go about this test is like reading.
So, your mom, always tells me about these articles that she reads, right? And there's this one article that says scientifically, there's some chemical in their brains that literally shuts our voice off. And that is why you don't listen to anything that we say. Is there
I
any
shut
truth
your
to it?
voice off?
Yeah.
I do?
I guess if I tell you to do something, you don't do it, you're like,
Oh, like I don't hear what you're saying.
yeah, you don't hear it, and you're just like, yeah, okay. And you don't do it.
No, I think I'm like agreeing, like, oh yeah, but like we'll put it off for now. We'll put it off for now.
We'll put it
But
off.
we hear you.
So, I mean, at what point, and let's just say if a parent was trying to just get their kids to acknowledge some of the advices, because the whole point is what? We've been in your shoes. We've gone through all of these things. What we're trying to do is just kind of get you a little bit, ahead of the track so that it's not so stressful for you. Like how, why does it have to be, a friend, discussion with a friend or hearing your friend talk about it for you to start, taking something seriously?
I feel like a lot of it is because of our peer surroundings. When we see or hear of our friend talking about it or acting upon it, like we kind of want to as well.
So, I mean, you mentioned that, you know, I guess looking back, it would have been great to start a little sooner in certain stuff. How can we say it to kind of make it feel less demanding and more of a actual advice?
Explaining the context.
Excuse me? You think we don't explain it to you?
Mm.
Are you really going to say that on this podcast right now?
Like, okay, let me think. No, I mean sometimes you explain the context, but I don't think you sometimes like.
Guys, from this podcast show so far, does it look like we are that short with Allie that she doesn't understand that we're giving her all of the advices and all the context that she needs to do it?
Okay, that's like okay in the SAT situation. Yes, they gave context, but I'm talking about like in other things too.
Do you trust your friends more when you guys are talking about it because they're in the same shoes as you and you can't imagine that we've been there before?
Oh, definitely that too, because like you guys grew up in a different generation. I feel like you won't understand a lot of the same things the way my friends and I understand it.
Really? So we're not valid to give you proper advice. That's what you believe. No, is it different coming from your mom versus me, or does your mom nag too, or does she demand things too, or is it just me? Is it?
I think it's more mom than you.
I know it feels like it's always her demanding stuff. I'm pretty chill, man. I kind of let you do your thing. I'm the type that I believe, hey, if she fails, it's on her. But your mom is the one that is like constantly thinking like, oh no, we don't want her to fall, so we have to deal with it. We just got to
Oh my
remind her,
gosh.
hey, it's facts.
Yeah, I mean, but like sometimes like mom gets into your brain, your mind, and then you kind of like nag about it as well.
Yeah, because I told you I'm the fixer. If I see your mom failing, she's my partner and my teammate. I gotta help her out, and I just feel like and that's why we go. But we both don't get the results that we want. So, I mean, it's interesting because I mean, I don't know, how far you'd be along if you would just take half of our advices.
Probably really far, guys.
Huh?
What?
Dude,
Who said that?
there's plenty of times where you're like, "Oh my God, I wish I did this sooner. I wish," it breaks our heart as parents because we're like, "Yeah, we wish you did it sooner because we've told you about this sooner." Like, if you just had started when we told you, we'd be like, "Dude, she'd be amazing. She would be so far ahead of everybody."
I agree.
So I mean, for parents, I want to learn. I want to know, okay, how should I come about it? If I wanted you to kind of just take in and take, what we say seriously.
Writing it out, like texting, is a good idea.
Oh my God,
No,
did you just say texting? You don't even read my text, dude.
no, okay. My friends have said this too. Like they talk to me about this. Okay, I'm done with you. No, okay. I think texting is a good way. So we see it, and I feel like when you explain it and you text it, like we're actually processing it, right? Rather than you telling us and then we're not really listening to you.
So can you repeat the text that I sent today?
Which one?
I only sent you one about being a
Oh,
superstar.
corporate success strategies?
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I know it. I read it.
Oh,
And
did
I
you?
wrote it in my notes just like you
Okay,
said.
repeat it. Repeat it. If you wrote it in your note like I asked you to, repeat.
Word for word?
I mean, I don't know. Summarize it. Give me some of the advice that video said.
Guys, it says the best way to as a leader is you need to recap.
Wow, that's all you got out of that.
No, you gotta recap. You gotta
Recap what? What do you
the
mean?
meeting and then I read it. I know it.
You obviously don't know
Okay,
it.
well, you're putting me on the spot. You're putting me on the spot.
I
But
barely read it and I can remember it.
there you go.
Okay, it says that, while everybody is fighting to climb the ladder in corporate, she is quietly doing these things. And she is saying that I'm always there 15 minutes early,
Oh,
and
I read
I'm
that.
chit-chatting with senior members within the company
Even if
because
it's small
small
conversations.
conversation leads to big opportunity.
Yes.
After every discussion within a group setting, she's always going to send a recap email because
What I was talking
A,
about.
it shows that she's proactive and organized, but B, it's her holding proof of what was agreed upon, which is something that you just kind of had an issue with, right? So that's why I was like, "Oh, send this to Alyssa because it's right." What else did she say? Did I say about being there 15 minute?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you did.
15 minute early. She mentioned about always sending a recap every Friday. She always updates her senior authorities every Friday of everything that she's done. So in case they wanted to know where she's at. And I probably stopped reading there. But you see, at least
No, that was all of it.
was that all that was
That was
it?
all of it, yeah.
But those are super great advices, and you just forgot it already.
But I read it. Like
See?
I promise I read it.
Okay, so, do you think peer pressure can actually be positive sometimes? Like, having friends that kind of are in the same level and then,
I think peer pressure's great.
so it's necessary is what I'm saying is because obviously what I'm trying to get at for the
Or
audience
wait,
is
it depends on the type of
because
peer pressure.
no, peer as in your friends.
No, yeah, it depends on the type of peer pressure. Like if you're peer pressuring me to do something bad, like it's not that great.
Well, yeah, no. So exactly. So what I was trying to get at is, I read or saw, actually, I don't think it was an article. It was literally a doctor or psychologist on one of those reels, and he said basically the only time that parents are able to make the most impact in their kids is from, birth to 7 years old. And then from 8 to literally 18 is their friends.
No, we learned about that in psych.
So he was just basically saying, how well, or how your kids grow, it's literally their environment.
Right.
And there's nothing parents can really do about it, other than obviously building those characteristics before age of 7. Do you agree with that?
I too. I mean, I learned that in psych as well. So, I mean, we had to I think we had to do a research paper on that. I pretty much agreed it was like surroundings.
So basically, again, it's kids just stop listening to their parents.
I don't think we stopped listening. I don't think we stopped listening, but I feel like peers do have a bigger influence on like kids more than their parents do.
Do you think it's because when parents are saying things, it comes with heavier expectation? Is that why it's harder to listen to the parents versus friends? Is kind of like you guys can either do it or you don't. It's up to
Oh
you.
yeah, definitely. I feel like sometimes when friends are saying it, they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do that together, right?" But then sometimes we would get off track. We don't really do it. Then it's like, "Oh, it's okay."
So nobody holds you account. Your friends don't
Yeah,
hold you accountable, but we do.
most of the times. Most of the times, yes.
Well, I mean, thank God put you in the school that we put you in, so that you have a good environment that kind of have the same values of education. And I think, luckily for us, a lot of the things that we want out of you and ask you to do, it seems like a lot of your friends are doing the same thing. So, I think in
I
a
really
way it
appreciate that.
helps. It's a little annoying that it has to be that way. If parents wanted to be more involved, though, or if maybe there's a teen that is not in the best environment and it relies on a lot of the advice from parents, like what can parents do really to
To help the
kind of
child.
make more of an impact in their teenagers? Because I can't imagine that there's nothing you can do. There has to be. I heard what he said, but I'm like, come on, there has to be a way, right? I mean, we can't accept defeat as parents and be like, oh, there's nothing we can do.
Just
No,
leave it
there's
to the
always something.
friends.
We just got to
Yeah.
figure it out and crack it.
Maybe come to us like a friend.
Come to you like a friend.
Like you're my friend, yeah.
Hey, Ali, you want to study SAT together? I'm going to do it
Don't
again
do
just for
that.
you.
But I mean, for me, I love when I get to like sit next to you or mom while I'm doing work. So I really love that.
Oh, wow. So, so, so what? Wait. So you said just put time together and do things together. You're not talking about us
No, you
studying
don't
with you.
study
We
the
do
SAT.
something else.
Yeah.
But basically we lock in together, which we kind of do sometimes. I think I'll prop my laptop up and I do my things. But would you actually be doing the things that we advise you to do, or you're just talking about it keeps you in a focus?
Oh.
I'm talking about getting you to do something, right? Like if I wanted to say, hey, Alyssa, you know what? I saw this really good course, I've talked to you about it, which is the 30-day challenge. And they teach you 30 different AI tools. Like if I wanted you to do that, how would I get you to do that? Because
I mean,
I
I
can imagine
eventually.
that's something too that I can imagine you in college one day and you're like, oh, dad, I need help doing this, or I need to do this. You know, and I'd be like, yeah, if you had did that course that I told you back in summer of 2025, you wouldn't need to ask me.
Well, don't say it like that. Don't say it like that. Like
Oh,
you're
man.
saying like, oh, I was right. You should have done it. That's what I'm hearing. Oh, I was right. You should have done it when I told you. But now you're stuck.
So you
It
don't
feels like a
ever
laugh in the
you don't
face.
ever want to let parents take credit for saying something.
But we appreciate it in the back of our mind.
So, do you think that some teenagers just got to discover it on their own or fail on their own? Like, does it have to come to that?
I don't want to say that it has to come to that. You know. I mean, I feel like with you and me, it's different. But I wouldn't want to say like, okay, you're because like you don't want your child to fail, right? Like ultimately, you want the best for them.
You don't, but I mean, I
If that's
understand.
if
I
that's what's
understand tough
necessary.
love, though. Sometimes you need to crash and burn before you can pick yourself up and really change your entire framework and mindset. I know your mom would never allow me to do that. That's why it's like I bang my head and I'm like, just let her fail and then she'll figure it out. Like, it's okay to fall,
Yeah.
But, your mom obviously is like, no, it's, you don't understand, you know, there are certain things that, it you can't come back from. I'm like, what do you mean? There's so many people that ends up being even better after failing,
Yeah, that's why I think failure is really necessary. But I mean,
But obviously, I guess the topic is we don't want to fail.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure a way to win all the time, you know? So how do we do that? Do you feel like we don't understand how hard it is for you teens to balance? So then that's why it's like when we shove extra work down your throat, you're kind of like, dude, why are they doing this? This is so mean of them. I don't need this extra stress right now.
Yes. Wait, yeah. But like, okay. Obviously, now that I think about it, I did not have that much to do in middle school. So
No.
it should have been best to start in middle school,
And
guys.
for example, this was a good one too. Like it was pretty recent. I think it was maybe about a year ago, right before you took AP Chem.
The AP Chem test?
Yeah, AP Chem test. And it's so weird because your mom is a biochem major. So I would imagine that you would literally take what she says to heart. Because when she said, trust me, Alyssa, it's a lot. It's a big difference from whatever the one that you took before that, which was what, honors, AP Chem honors or something.
Oh, Chem honors, yeah.
And then she was like, it's a huge leap, Alyssa. Maybe you need to
I
take.
think when she was telling me though, I was thinking like, okay, she thinks I can't do it.
Okay, bro, really? She was just trying to tell you from her experience that that's the shocker.
She made it seem, but okay, she did
She
say
was
like,
trying. I remember her saying, honey, it's gonna be a shocker. It's a shocker for most people.
I almost got an A plus in Chem honors. I was like, okay, like
Yeah,
how
so
hard,
you
how
were
much
probably
harder
like,
could it
oh,
be?
it's easy, and you think you're gonna walk in there and perform the same. And what your mom was saying is, actually, the summer might be a good time for you to expose yourself to it early, and then when you go in there, you won't be shell shocked.
Well, I was looking at on extracurriculars too.
And I remember, well, I don't know, it took you a little bit to settle in, and you were just like dying.
Okay, wait. When I first started, it was really easy because it was like review chapter 1, but then it got really, really bad.
Because it moves fast. And
No,
she,
yeah.
she was trying to explain. So like little instances like that, right? I don't think it was like too far in advance, but it was just right. It was the summer before you were about to take that class. Your mom was like, you should take that class, somehow, some way. And,
Yeah,
just to get a
she
prep.
bought me the AP book.
Yeah, she was like, take that prep. Like, start it now. Get ahead. Start learning all of the things and get familiarized with it before it happens. And you didn't take her advice. Wank, wank, wank.
Okay.
You see? But that's the thing that us parents, we see constantly a lot of those things. So we're just like,
I think that's why it's like, it's the tone. Like I'm telling you.
okay.
I'm telling you, when I heard it, it was like, what I felt was like, Alyssa, you won't be able to take it because like you guys were warning me, don't take the class. So it made it feel like, okay, I can't do it.
Bro, I think you guys got screwed up heads. I mean, we obviously believe the world of you. We believe, I always tell you, you put your mind to anything, you can do anything. I'm the most positive
Well, I was
person.
focusing on extracurriculars too.
I was the most positive person. I always tell you that there's nothing without effort and dedication that you cannot do. But I never said that everything comes easy. For us, like when we look at those little things, we're like, oh, she's about to start this extracurricular. She's about to try to launch this and do this project. And then she has AP Chem. And then I don't know how many APs you took that year. We're just like, holy, she is going to get smacked around. And sure enough, you got smacked around. And that's why you always hear it from us after.
Okay.
We always say, I told you so.
Well,
aren't you tired of that? Aren't you tired of us saying, I told you so?
Oh, it's so annoying.
But we have to. How else are we supposed to point out that, hey, next time, why don't you listen?
But it's also like, I could have probably did better than I could have done like really, really well if I was on par with like the course. But I was hospitalized a lot. So, like that held me back. But I guess like if I studied in the summer, then I guess I wouldn't be behind like I was.
Same thing, yeah. If you were prepared you can be sick for a little bit and then you'll still be okay. That's the whole thing. It's called preparation, right? I mean, that's, So do you think it's about teenagers trying to be independent and it makes you guys feel less accomplished if you had listened to us? Is it kind of like you're just like, no, I know, I can do it. I understand. I'm good.
I'm
I'm
good.
doing a lot of voices in this episode. Sorry, I don't know why.
uh, should do one of those movie acting for the voice acting. No, yeah, I think sometimes it's more like we want to start because we want to start.
Oh, geez. You know?
But I'll eventually get to it.
Yeah, when it's too late. I know you do. Of course I know you do.
Okay,
You always get to it too late.
Too late in your standards. Early to my standards.
Oh, no. Anytime you have to struggle with it and then you start getting stressed out, yeah, you're too late. Preparation is 50% of the battle. That's what they say in business and sports.
In business and sports.
Yeah. Preparation is 50% of the battle.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
that. That's a golden nugget for you today.
A golden nugget?
Yeah, it's a golden nugget. Because, when you're prepared, things just comes easier. It's more natural. When you're, it's just like when you're taking a test. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are times where you took tests and you walked into that test and you walked out and we're like, hey, okay. That's because you were prepared. When you walk out of the test and you're like, I don't know how I did. Sheesh, I don't know if I, did well or not. You weren't prepared. It's a very simple equation in life.
Ooh.
What?
No,
You're thinking back and you're like, oh, shit.
I was like, I do that after school. This is so spot on, guys.
Do you feel that a lot of your friends are in the same boat? And do they discuss about it? I'm just curious. Do they ever say, oh, my parents are
They feel behind?
No, just my parents are so annoying. They want me to do this, to tell me this, and then tell me that. Is it, is there anybody out there that just doesn't have this issue? Or does all of your friends kind of have this similar, we want to know, is it you or is it teenagers?
About going ahead?
No, not going ahead, just not listening to parents' advices and,
Their parents aren't like too involved with their like school life. Besides, like, if like they schedule an SAT and like a lot of my friends like cancel it, they're like, no, you're gonna go to that scheduled SAT. Because you know how you book an SAT, right, for that month, you can just cancel it.
That wasn't the question.
No, so
The question was, do your friends ever tell you that their parents are constantly telling them something too early or giving them advice that they don't want to take?
yeah, that was the example. Like their parents tell them.
That sounds like a parent just putting their foot down, like, nope, you're gonna go take that test, even if
Yeah,
you're
like
not
they're
ready.
like they were telling them to prepare for it of that month,
And then they weren't ready,
and they were going to cancel it.
and then
So
the parents.
so they wanted them to take it and see, and then so they learned from that. Like, okay,
Oh, so
well,
they're more hardline, where they're like, okay, no, you did it.
now you're gonna take it and you're gonna see what you get. I think that's kind of like the same. Let them fail.
So, okay, so then you're just saying that in our case, we nag more because we don't want you to fail, but your friends, they have similar situation, but the way their parents are, they react kind of different. They're just like, oh, I'm just gonna tell you once, and if you don't listen, you don't listen. But we're
And
gonna
then they'll figure it out on their own when they see their score.
Most of your friends are pretty good though, so maybe that works. Maybe we're doing it wrong.
I'm good too.
I know you're good, but it's pulling teeth. It's like pulling teeth sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying you're bad. I'm just saying, how can we make life a little bit easier for parents, Maybe a part of this is us too, right? Maybe it's us working too hard.
Working too hard?
Yeah, like, maybe it's your mom. Your mom is the one who's like, oh, can you please remind her because I've been telling her and she won't listen. And that's why it feels like it's pulling teeth, because I'm like, dude, you told her already. If she listens, she listens. Why do I got to jump in now? And that's why you see that tag team stuff between me and your mom, because sometimes at night I hear it.
Yeah, you're like, man, I gotta annoy Alyssa because my wife's annoying me.
Okay, so I mean, we're going a little bit overboard here, but Do you think when you grow up, you have your own kids, do you think you would do what we do? Or would you do what you said your friends' parents do? More of the
I'll do
tough.
what you guys do.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you telling me that because you want me to keep on reminding you of things that you should be doing?
No, I really think that. I mean, I don't want my child to fail. I mean, I know failing is good. I know they have to fail to succeed, but I feel like as a parent, I can't let them fail. I mean, I really get why you do the things you do. I do.
Psst.
Who? What was that?
So why don't you just do us all a favor and just listen?
I will. I will.
I mean, you do come to me a lot. I was about to say that, is it better if we just sit back and wait for you to come to us for advice? I mean, there's plenty of things that you come to us for advice for. But there are definitely some things that we identify that, hey, you know what? We should put our 2 cents in and kind of guide
But you
you.
put your 2 cents in everything, don't you? Don't you?
Your mom, okay? That's just this.
You
That's
guys
how
have an
this
opinion
household.
on everything.
That's how this household is, dude. Okay.
We
Your
nosy.
mom is
We're getting in it and we're
whatever you call
judgmental.
that, tiger mom, helicopter mom. I don't know. Yes, this household, we're very
Oh my gosh. So off
helicopterish.
topic. Well, she made her TikTok username Helicopter Mom.
Shut up.
She did.
Oh my
It was like her. It
God.
was.
I didn't even know that. Oh man.
That was so funny.
She takes pride in that, I guess.
She does.
Well, I mean, I guess, now we know that, most of the time, I mean, I still don't know if we even got an answer from Allie on this one, but it just sounds to me like, as parents, sometimes your kids feel like you're demanding things from them, and that's why they
Yeah.
don't want to listen at that time, or in their mind, they think that they have plenty of time for certain things. So that's why it takes them a little longer to act. Um, but I guess I want to, at least end it here. Do you hear us though?
Do I hear
Like,
you?
is it in the back of your mind when we tell you something and you just made a solid decision, or are you not hearing us at all?
Sometimes it just goes in one ear, out the other. But then sometimes I hear it and
Holy.
it's like, okay, yeah, I'll just push it aside for now.
So you said you don't like it sound like demanding. If I came and I sat you down
Yeah.
and I was like more like, hey, honey, you do know that
You have to take the SAT.
the SAT, you do that around junior, senior year, right? And it's a lot. Generally people study 6 months in
Sketch it out.
advance.
Draw it out.
Like,
Draw a timeline out.
instead of doing 2 hours, 1 hour a day for that 6 months, maybe you can do 30 minutes a day or 15 minutes a day,
Ooh, yeah.
starting in
Break it
freshman
down.
year.
Break down like a timeline.
Oh, and because, generally in sophomore year, junior year, you have a lot going on. You're going to be taking these hard classes, and then you're going to want to do all the extracurriculars. You're going to want to do volunteer
Yeah, you gotta
stuff.
break every single thing down.
Bro,
Be like, and then you
no
have more.
parents are going to do
Then you'll
that.
be
I'm
like,
sorry.
then you'll be like, you have more time to hang with friends if you do this. Like now.
I'm sorry. No parents are going to do that. I think all of the parents listening right now, they're probably like, yeah,
I'm not
kids
doing
are
that.
kids are crazy. Ain't going to happen. Probably half of them are like, no, I don't care. They're going to do what they're going to do. They sleep in the bed that they what do they say
That they
now?
made.
Yeah, they sleep in the bed that they make. And that's how grandma was. Shoot,
Look,
man.
guys, trust me. Just
She's
try it. It'll
she's
work.
like, you want to be broke? Don't come to me. You're 18. No money for you. You figure it
Why are
out.
you doing the accent? Oh my
Because that's what
god.
grandma sounds like.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna end it here. I think this episode is already over time. I don't know if it was helpful or not, but hopefully,
Hopefully you got something out of it.
I didn't get nothing out of this episode. I'm just like,
We're reflecting.
it was like, okay, you want me to come to you and spend a whole hour and explain to you for every little thing? You know what? I'm gonna probably try it one of these days, and I'm gonna prove that it still doesn't work.
He just has to be right, guys.
Alrighty, guys. Well, that was this episode about why kids listen to their friends more than their parents, because it seems like it's a common thing.
Hope you guys liked the video. Please like and subscribe and comment down any other topics you guys would like us to talk about.
Alrighty, till next time. See ya.
Bye-bye. Thanks for tuning into Parenting Untapped. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to follow and subscribe wherever you listen so you don't miss the next one. Want to gain even more valuable insights into understanding and connecting with your teens? Then head on over to parentinguntapped.com and subscribe to our email list for exclusive updates. Until next time, see you later.